Hello, Patrick Walchuk here with the financial analysis on a property. So we selected a triplex that's sold in April of 2026, and we'll go through the numbers with you on that. If you enjoy getting these videos, hit the like button. Feel free to leave us a comment if you wish. So let's get right into it. And this, as I said, was a triplex. It was in the west end of Ottawa. It was on a rather busy road. So some of these things are going to be a little bit surprising, but anyhow, it was listed for almost $1 million, and the sold price on it was $950,000. So that's an average of $316,000 per door. The scheduled rental income, we'll call it $62,000, deducting 3% for vacancy and bad debt, which is our effective rental income, gives us $60,377. The operating expenses, as stated in the MLS information, were $16,300. And when we factor in management and maintenance, the total operating expenses are $22,000 and change, which we can therefore then calculate the net operating income of $38,000. So moving on to the next slide, here's the surprise part for me, is that this had a cap rate of 4%. I would have expected, because of the neighborhood and being on a busier street, it would have been much higher than that. By the way, the configuration of the building, it was a purpose-built building, a triplex, and so the two above-ground units were each 2 bedrooms and had a basement unit that had 1 bedroom, and that's a pretty common type of triplex around Ottawa. Anyhow, it is what it is, 4%. The operating expense ratio was quite good, actually, at 37%. It sold for 16 times the gross, 25 times the net, and when we use a calculation for a down payment of 40% on the property, that's $380,000, and we used a mortgage rate of 4.5%, and that gives us an annual debt service of $37,860. And what we're looking for when we do these down payment percentages is what percent is required in order for the property to be cash flow positive. And so it's 40%, and that gives us a positive cash flow of $179 and an ROI of 0.05%. So again, because of the location on the property, it must have been really quite a good property, or in the eyes of this buyer anyhow, and that's what it sold for, and that was the cap rate. Thank you for watching.